be on the road now, doing shows now. White bitch know that cold now, I tell her no now. Mommy tell me slow down, I'm on a roll now.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy JP and we back with another video. Yes sir, gotta make sure I'm recording. Yes sir, we're back with another video. It's your boy JP and we back, man, we back. Alright, so cool. So this time we got Bkchat, London, season 5, episode 15. Public displays of affection isn't my cup of tea. Friend Centrl, shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? I actually do like this, you know, paid a lot to have interesting discussions here, so let's see about this one. Yeah, let's go. Okay. People always in the conversation. Jesus. Hard to see them. Long ass Centrl. Black London jet.
Growing up, my parents didn't show me much affection. I'm 24 years old and I'm afraid I am the same. I'm not an affectionate person in my relationships. Is it too late to change this? If so, how can I?
The fact that you're even asking the question, the fact that you've noticed that you have this issue is the first, is this first step to healing it, to solving the problem. It's never ever too late to change a behavior that you're not happy with. And you shouldn't let your past destroy your future. The fact that this person in the scenario has actually acknowledged this is the first step to them getting better.
Facts.
I feel like talking about it is sometimes because you see it in others. I don't feel like it necessarily means that you're ready to change.
Yo, fire.
Me personally, bro, I ain't affectionate at all. Don't hug me in bed. don't lotion with me on the phone. Like it's difficult, but anyone else?
I feel like it depends on what you define as affectionate, because as you said, if you see someone that is cuddly, huggy, lovey-dovey, all of that, you might think, oh, I'm not that affectionate, but there's other ways to show affection, and you don't understand what way you show affection, and it might just be a unique way to you that other people do not see, but your partner might see it. So you have to look at yourself and actually deep what affection is. That makes sense.
Yeah, because everyone has a different
definition
of what.
And you also have to realise that a lot of people grow up on survival and not love, if that makes sense, because there's a big difference and a lot of people don't really talk about it. Like, most people grow up on survival. I feel like most black people in the community grow up on survival instead of love, if that makes sense as well. So it's the quicker you realise that, because just like Gode said, I'm not affectionate at all, because I grew up in a household where I didn't really see affection at all, like my mum and dad kissing or anything like that. And I feel like,
I don't think you need to see all that, but
breathe.
Maybe people actually do.
That's your body, baby.
it's affected me in certain relationships, because then it's like they're thinking, does this girl really like me? But it's the fact that I've chosen to realise that, and someone, I think Mani said, you can change that, especially if you meet the right person, if that makes sense.
I believe it's the right person that will change you, because as a person who grew up without love, it's like this: you won't be able to love someone if you don't know if you haven't been loved, you wouldn't know how to love someone. However, the right person does change that, because that person comes in and touches that soft part of whatever it is. And
I don't know though, because if you've never been loved, surely you crave love.
See, that's
for me, you crave it. If you've never had it, you crave it. That's what you want it even more.
You don't know what love is. I feel like you crave it, but you don't know what it is. So you crave attention. You don't
that's
crave
what it
love.
is. You can crave the attention because you haven't got it.
Please differentiate.
Is it the attention or the
also,
feeling?
you have to differentiate. If you didn't grow up on love, you might, because I didn't grow up on affection.
That's actually facts though, yo, because if you don't have that affection, that love, you're gonna be craving it, but the problem is, like, you might not even crave that, you might just crave some attention. When you finally get that attention, you're going crazy, like, you know, and after that, when it's gone, you're like broken, so That's facts.
But I grew up on love. I knew my parents loved me.
That's what I was gonna say.
I just don't know how to be affectionate. Like, my love language is like gifting people. Like, I'll give someone, just to appreciate them, I'll give them something. But I can't, you see all that touching, too much spooning, yeah, move now.
See? No, it's funny you say that because you're Nigerian, yeah? And in most African households, like, They don't see their
separate
parents
rooms.
kiss.
Mum has-
They don't see their parents.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
don't, their parents don't even say "I love you." They ask you, "Are you hungry?" And that's how
Because to
you
be
know that
honest,
your mother
yeah.
loves you.
Even when
So
you've accomplished
Are you
something,
hungry?
is never well done. Is
it's never a
on
well
to the
done.
next.
Isn't
On to the
that
next.
tough
For
love
someone
then?
like myself,
Isn't that
yeah?
tough love?
Well, okay, go. Yeah. Okay.
Isn't that tough love in a sense?
It's not abuse. It's not abuse.
It's not tough love because
So it seems like everyone is talking about how like they didn't grow up on love and stuff. I grew up with a single mum, and it was one of those things. She hugged me a lot, so I was very tactile. If I like you, I'm hugging you. You know what I mean? Even the corona thing, when people do this, I'm just like, you know what I mean? Is that shade to me? No. No, but I'm very tactile. So it's one of those things where I understand that when you do notice it, then like the person seems like they're reflecting and they're trying to work on it, and that's the.
So, but it said, is it too late to change this? If so, how can
It's
I?
never too late, because you find that the mothers that are the most maternal, that are quite overbearing, overprotective with their children, they did not have that growing up, so they crave giving that onto their children.
But that's why I believe
So how can someone be more affectionate?
It depends on
because-
your terms of what, like your definition of what affection is.
That's a big gap. Like, she's like, oh, I didn't have that affection growing up, so I'm protecting my children. No, it's just natural instinct. When you have a child, man or woman, it's your child. You birthed it. You take care of it. You feed it. I'm going to protect it naturally. I'm going to have a protective instinct over it. It's not because of I didn't have that when I was growing up. No, it's because it's the same thing with your cell phone. Why do you put a case on it? To protect it because you bought it. It's big cap what she said there. Like, come on now. Stop. But it could be in some cases, but just generally, like, you have a house. You take care of it. You get the checks. You know, you pay the bills. You pay because you take care of it. Come on now.
because I'm saying that like,
Big gap.
obviously everyone's talking about affection through their parents. So you learn through your parents, but you're learning your parents' way of showing affection. It's not your way of showing affection. That's just a basis that you now use to
you have
gauge.
different love language.
That you get. It's a basis you can now use to gauge to find out how you are affectionate, but.
Because I need words of
Well, you don't
affirmation.
necessarily need to learn through your parents, because I feel like by having really good friends as well, which
Yo, why is it two bati mountains? Two bati fire.
Yeah.
Two bati fish in this.
you can also
Crazy.
learn from them, or even people around you, and seeing the way other people maneuver with love and affection with other people. You can see that and be like, I want to give that sort of love out, or I want that sort of love back.
What do you
And I
define
hear
as
it, but it
affection?
depends, because at the end of the day, if you like, if this person is looking for how they want affection, then it's one side. But in terms of learning how to give someone the affection that they need, it's a different topic. So,
Yeah, exactly.
you know,
That's
you
actually
learn
very
from
true.
your parents.
I
It
agree
might
that.
not
I
even be
agree
the
with
one
that.
that.
So despite what I said about the African household, I come from an unconventional African household where my parents, they hug each other, we say I love you naturally, and it was a kind of family, like, it was kind of like my friends would come to my house, like when I moved to Nigeria, my friends would come to my house and they'll be like, your parents really love each other. Like, they were always surprised because they don't see that in their house. So for me now, when I'm dealing with a guy and he cannot open his mouth to tell me that he loves me, but he's only showing me with his actions, I can't take it because it needs to be hand in hand. So my parents' relationship.
Whoa, let's talk about that right there. See, the reason why I love you is the most lied thing on the planet. Lied, one of the top tier, like probably top three, maybe even the first thing that most people lie about is because the thing is, loving someone, you could say I love you. I understand, like, you need to hear it. It's good to hear it, but at the same time is, would you rather hear it? Would you rather hear it or see it? You know, because when you see it, you're feeling the love in the moment. You know, you're feeling that love in the moment. Someone's caring for you. Someone's comforting you in the time of need. They're not telling you I love you. They're showing you I love you. So you feel it, yes, but you're like, I need to hear it too. If someone, like, for example, for her, let's say her father, right? I don't really know her, but let's say her father was let's say he paid the bills, right? He paid the bills. Let's say he took his wife out weekly dates. You know, gave her a nice, got a lotion, gave her a nice back massage. You know what I'm saying? Was cuddling her up. You know, made her some nice dinner. You know what I'm saying? Made her nice dinner and stuff like that. Clipped her toenails, cleaned them up for her. You know, basically gave her a free mani-pedi and said, you know, you're doing okay. Rubbed their head like this and said, rubbed their head and didn't say I love you. Rubbed their head and said, you're good. Everything good. Hopefully this calms you down for the day. You know, I want to do something special for you. I got you. You didn't say I love you, but you can clearly see that man loves you. So, do you even need to hear I love you? You know what I'm saying? Yes, it is good to hear. She is technically correct. You should just might as well say I love you at that point. But even if they don't say it, at that point you'll feel the love. This person really does love me. So, even if they don't say it, like, see, now you're nitpicking at things. Like, if something's already good, now you're picking at it to make it even better. I understand, like, yes, you pick at things to make it even better because there's always room for improvement. What I'm saying is, in this situation, you don't need to
set a really high standard, and I think that might be
it's
the
still
reason
good
why
to
I'm
hear,
so
though.
single. Because when people don't act like how they acted towards each other, and sometimes even towards me, I'm just like, bye.
Especially what I find with men is that you lot can talk the talk all you want, but it's your actions that always says the
Exactly.
I noticed that.
Yeah.
A man
But that's
can
what I'm
say,
saying,
I
that's
love you,
contradicting what she said.
But then he does something else.
He
with
does
his
something that
actions.
doesn't
You said your love language was getting gifts, or no, giving gifts, right?
I'm receiving.
Okay, so what if?
Thank you.
But what,
Thank you.
but what if no one ever like gave you words of affirmation? Like, would you say that that's not?
See, words
okay
of
with that.
affirmation with me,
I'm okay
I
with
don't
that.
take that to anyone can say anyone can say I can say.
So
to
as
a
long
man,
as the
I
gifts
love
are
you, and I
flowing,
don't.
as long as the gifts are
True,
flowing,
like-
it's good.
No. When I say that is one of my love languages as well. But words of affirmation, I've never really cared about. I think I did a test online as well, I
done that test as well.
Yeah, it was acts of service. So stuff like, like if I need to do something and you remember it, or if I say something little random and you remember it like 10 days later, that to me that's part of my love language too. So, but words of affirmation, I think anyone can say anything they want.
You don't think it's fundamental? There's something fundamentally wrong when a person is feeling love and cannot say it.
Google Career Certificates provide online training for in-demand jobs. Train for jobs in IT support, project management, data analytics, user experience design,
I'm
and
showing
more.
you.
Put your skills
Words
to work with a
can be
Google Career
twisted,
Certificate.
lied, everything. Like,
Assalamu alaikum wa
I don't
rahmatullahi wa
understand.
barakatuh.
Like,
This is your brother in Islam,
the
Yasir
actions,
Fadli.
yo,
So
stop.
my friend,
I need to stop this right now.
No.
The actions are more important than the words. Someone showing you and someone actually doing the thing for you, actually making you feel good, actually making you feel loved without saying it. It feels you're going to be more happier getting it done than rather than him saying, oh, I didn't do this, or oh, I love you, or this and this and this, when they don't actually mean it because they don't show you, you know. But I understand she wants both. If you got both, it is more blessed. It is. But
No, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've never heard my dad say I love you.
Oh, I'm from a Turkish family where if I fell, my mom would look at me like, did you break your leg? Get up. Like,
Affection doesn't come from your parents, but the way they show affection to each other is a foundation that is used to build your framework and how you'll be affectionate in later life.
There's different areas of affection. There's the touchy-feely, hugging and caressing and asking questions or whatever. But looking at my parents, they were more like a business. I don't know how to. They were more like a business transaction, being real. They had things together, so it was just like transactional. So that's what I witnessed, and I've had healthy relationships where I'm the type of person where I help. Like I'm the type of person that I'll offer up my help to you. So if I can help you in some way, do you get what I mean? If you need me to carry boxes up to your house, or you're moving in, you need me to try and build up a cupboard, I feel like that's an aspect of affection.
It is.
Whereas, so I feel like I can be okay with not like the cuddling, like all that. I don't need it. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Even on
What
top
if your
of that,
partner needed it then though? What if your partner was
Yeah.
a very like fragile person, just needed hugs, needed kisses, needed that reassurance type of thing? How would you approach that then?
Insecure to me.
No, that's not insecure. God, that's not insecure.
Your partner would be insecure for wanting the hug.
But I can
that person
compromise.
that loves you want you to hug that person and
That's
kiss
not
that
insecure.
person.
That's not insecure.
Insecure.
do you know what it is? Yeah. On top of that is, you're saying my parents didn't show me affection. Your parents are not the only people that lived with you for 24 years. Like your environment,
Your surroundings,
your environment defines you more than your parents do. You understand? So if you're in the right environment, that affection, if you've got good friends, as you said, if you have good friends, all of that,
But your friends are not going to show you affection.
But friends help teach you different
I hear
lessons.
that, but if
Regardless,
your
you understand.
flesh and blood, your own flesh and blood are not showing you the foundation of this is this, I love you. What's a friend? Friends come and go. My family are going to be there forever. So yeah.
You know that blood. You know that blood.
To be fair, I learned more from my friends.
That's cap because there's a lot of people that are family. But I don't regard them as family. There's my friends I met.
24-year-old is worried that they obviously know.
She's worried. However, I'm just saying that environment. There's other factors to affection in it. So you don't have to just look at your parents for affection. Like your parents are not your only guide. You understand? Your friends are. Your mentors are. Whoever you're around, they're your guides as well.
I do feel it's important to understand like. If your parents aren't affectionate or what have you not, like understanding why they are the way they are, do you know what I mean? Because it will help you understand probably, I've got some of these traits or I've got some of these.
So you sit down and ask them.
Guys, so it's not always parents, sometimes it's your character and your personality as well. When it goes back to the friendship, for example, there's a saying, tell me who your friend is and I'll tell you who you are.
It's simple. I
don't agree in that saying.
I agree to the limit, like to the extent, because obviously you have your own brain, you're not going to follow your friends. However, I will jump after my friend on the bridge, do you know what I mean? Like, I am that type of person, but I won't follow their ways either. It's like...
You'll jump,
do you know why you're not very affectionate?
I just feel like because I thought all my life I've just never had it wasn't affection. I knew my parents loved me, but it wasn't, I've never been like the
So are you blaming your parents?
I'm not blaming
I'm just
them.
saying in relationships, is there a reason why, like if he hugs you
and then again,
in
do you know what?
Westfield,
To be honest, my parents, I think it's very minor. I think it's what I've been through in life has made me less affectionate. So I refuse to kind of give too much at times because I'm not trying to be...
So you like disconnected with your emotion?
I'm able to do that.
And is there a difference publicly and privately? Because some people publicly just don't like it because they feel
Do you know what's crazy?
Yeah, that's true.
Because
Does it make you uncomfortable?
Does this sound bad?
No, let's hear
Because I feel like I prefer private affection to public
affection. Yeah, straight up.
Yeah, no, that's not. I think that's very normal.
Like, I don't like you really kissing. It's not even. It's just like, oh, chill, man. I don't mind you.
That's so weird, you know.
I
find that so weird because it's usually girls.
How many girls like PDA here?
What's PDA?
Public display of affection.
I mean,
To an extent.
it depends what you're doing.
The way she didn't even know what it was.
I don't even like holding hands.
What's PDA?
PDA. That's my area of expertise. If I love you, if I like you, I'm all over you. I'm that kind of guy, man. I'll smack your bum anywhere, man. PDA, that's my thing, man. That's my forte. There's some dead things out there when they're doing PDA. It just looks like animals fighting in public.
What do you think is affection to you? Like, what is affection? Because it's different for every person. It's unique. So because it can be physical, it can be emotional, it can be spiritual. Which one is it for you?
It's physical. It's physical. You can't be.
For me,
mine's is
anything else.
Mine's is in
you can.
Not do for
Emotions.
How we can help one another.
No, that's not just it. That's the first level. That's how I see it.
For me personally, it's a mixture of different things. Like, if you can connect with me intellectually, like we're already on a whole different thing.
Level.
Do you get? We're on a whole different frequency from others. Like, we see.
But there could be affection
as
well.
So that's without any physical touch. You ain't even touched me. You haven't touched me. You touched me here. Do you get? So I feel like it depends.
That does turn me on though.
But can you make your partner more affectionate? Like, can you?
I'm not sapiosexual, but it does.
If your partner isn't affectionate, can you make them more affectionate to you?
Yes.
But I feel like that happens with time. Like that.
So none of you like a cheeky
But
bum
do you not-
smack in Westfield?
I don't mind that, but not in Westfield.
But it's when you're like on the corner posted or kissing
Do it when
up,
I'm
then it's
cooking,
a no.
like when I'm cooking in the
What?
kitchen,
I
come
said
and give
a
me a little
cheeky bum
tap,
smack.
man.
Nah, that's disrespectful though.
It's
The
disrespectful.
only time
I feel like the jeans look good on you.
That's
and I give
nice.
you a
They can
little-
look good
No,
on me.
no, no.
Don't suck my bum.
We're in a
It's not
relationship.
disrespectful.
I'm not
Nah,
talking
I think
random
so.
person.
I feel like when you're outside,
Too far.
like
We're in a relationship.
if you're outside and you're just walking down the road, you don't need to slap my bum in front of everybody.
Do you know
when
when
I slap my bum when I'm at home and it's just us two?
Do you know when? Before
You
you
that's
ask
you
the
trying
question,
to
can I say
claim something. Though. That's
Like
a bit
a little
more.
smack.
That's a bit. It's a
So
bit
why is it better? Why is it better in private?
Because why does everybody else need to see? Is this for everybody?
So why does? So that's like saying. That's like saying. That's like saying. Why you making? Why? That's like saying. Why you making a relationship public? If you're in a relationship, you're in a relationship
I think that's a bit
secret.
different.
I feel like it's the same.
Let's examine the disrespect.
Can I say what I have to quickly say? Pink?
Any girl that thinks it's disrespectful to get their bum smacked clearly isn't getting their bum smacked the right way.
Facts.
I do it the right way.
Okay.
I just let me quickly say, I just accept. This is just my ego, yeah. But I just accept the kind of things like if we're in the club and girls are looking at you, slap my bum.
Yeah, like you
There's a time and a place for everything.
There's a time and a place.
Maybe not Westfield.
Maybe not Westfield.
Okay.
What it is.
Slap on the bum is too much. How about
Give me
kiss
a
on the
kiss. I
forehead?
have a question. Give me a kiss on my lips. I feel like that's alright.
Kiss my forehead. I love that.
It's when you're posted on a corner and you're slogging for like 10 minutes in Westfield.
Basically,
Like,
yeah, exactly. I had this problem with my ex-boyfriend where I told him not to kiss me around my parents and his parents, and not to be too much touchy around my parents because my parents are certain way. But he didn't understand that. He thought, why? I'm your man, you're my woman, and if I want to kiss you, I'm gonna kiss you regardless whoever it is. I'm like, no, you can't, not in front of my dad, and that was a huge problem. So.
But that's
a respect thing.
I wouldn't smack your
I would
bum
say
in
that's
front
a
of
culture
your
thing.
mum.
So
I'm
he
not
was
saying
being
that.
disrespectful
I'm saying
to
West.
But even then, even if, you know what I'm saying, I'm about to end this after, I'm about to listen to what I have to say. I'm in the video, you know what I'm saying, that I'm gonna react to the other half in another video, you know what I'm saying, because it's hella long. But at the end of the day, yo, if you're my woman, bro, yo, pops, mom, you know what I'm saying, obviously, you know, you want to chill out with that stuff, but yo, if I do what I do, yo, I can do what I want to do, bro. Like, who's gonna stop me? Saying, hold on. Remember, the pops and the mom probably not even saying nothing. The only person stopping me is the girl. She's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? She doesn't want it different, but at the same time, yo, there's no problem with that.
Culture
No
is a
family
religion
around.
thing.
That's
My
what I
dad
said,
don't want to see no boyfriend around me. He wants to see a husband or potential husband.
Yes.
I can't take no boyfriend home.
So if it was the husband, he's alright to slap the nyash.
My question is,
He's alright to slap in front of your dad. Daddy, hi.
My question is, would you kiss your woman in front of your parents?
No.
No. Me personally, no.
So we have one side of my family, they're all here for it. Even my grandma, Mama, I love you. But the other side of my family now, I best not even bring that around. You know what they used to tell me when I was growing up? I couldn't have a boyfriend until I was 30 years old. And right now I'm still 28.
No,
but you said you want your dad.
I feel like the setting is romantic.
No, I have a marriage.
With your mum and
You
dad.
go at a wedding
I have a
or a
marriage.
christening, why can you not?
So Westfield is out of the question for you.
That's too much. No, that's exactly. Yeah, Westfield. No. It's just a romantic setting. That's cool.
I'm just thinking. I've been
I
there.
just don't like to be all touchy with my man in the public. Like, I just
Quick
don't
question,
find
yeah.
it.
In relationships, yeah, let's say, for example, you're the more affectionate one, yeah, and your partner isn't, but you now see over time your partner's now starting to mellow down and become more affectionate. Isn't that your affecting
Yeah,
my
that's what I
man?
mean.
And with that, doesn't my man become more affectionate in the relationship?
Of course, that's what I said.
And then after the relationship, let's say you man now break up, do you think he'll still be affectionate?
Probably he might take that into his next relationship.
But do you not think by you making your man?
Alright, we're gonna end it here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Trump Sunday. We're gonna watch the other half in the next video I'm gonna post tomorrow. But anyway, it's your boy JP. And